Hey y'all, welcome to Cass County today. With me in the seat beside me is a new lady that you're going to see a lot of in the upcoming weeks and months and possibly, we hope, even years. Her name is Tressa Allen. She came a long way from here to get here, and the exciting thing is she is the newest team member of AQC TV. So you really will see a lot of her. So we're going to start with, first of all, how'd you get from where you were to Atlanta?
Well, it started in the fall of 2010.
So not that long ago.
Not that long ago, the fall of 2010. My husband and I and our children, we made the decision to move here to pursue more career-driven goals. And through that, we got here. And, you know, you always have the idea of what things are going to, how they're going to be. But they turned out, you know, a little bit different than we expected. And we kept rolling with it. And that ended up with me coming to Randy one day, and I was just coming in and inquiring about a possible position, you know, to join the KQC team. And he mentioned to me his vision or his ideas for a magazine show. And
it's gonna be awesome.
It is. Mentioned his ideas for a magazine show, and it just coincided with what was in me, you know, and then my background in journalism, and I was really, really excited about it.
Oh, yes.
So I went home and put a proposal together, brought it to him the next day with the proposal and the title, and he really, really liked it. He took to it, and from that day, the cast was created.
Awesome. So this is really her baby. She has thought this up and put it on paper. Well, the interesting thing to me was, well, of course, there'll be 4 segments, she says, in this show. And I love the segments. But the interesting thing, in part to me, is that you're going to focus on people in Atlanta, people in Cass County, Linden, you know, all around us, not in what they're doing.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about, you know. It's not about, this show is not going to be about Tressa, and it's not going to be about Randy, but it's going to be about the people who make up Cass County, the communities within it, you know, the fabric of this great county. And I want everybody to be on board. You know, I can't have a show, we can't have a show, KQC cannot have a show without the citizens here of this county. So it doesn't matter, people in political positions, or, you know, just ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Those are the people that we're interested in talking to and going into their lives and finding out those things in which they do so well.
Okay, so give us some examples. She's got lots of examples here.
Okay, absolutely. Like we said earlier, the CAS, first off, the CAS is an acronym for the County of Amazing and Surprising Stories. And it's going to be a lifestyle magazine show, and it's going to highlight the culture, the people, and the events of Cass County. Basically, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. We're looking for thought-provoking and timely topics. And within the segments that we're going to do, the episodes that we're going to do, there are going to be 4 different segments. And the 4 different segments are the main story, the featured stories, the medical corner, and the do-it-yourself. And basically, the main story is going to be any business, a cultural issue, fashion, health and fitness, anything of that. Those particular topics we're going to be focusing on. So it could be an opening of a business here in the area. It could be a particular event that someone in the community is putting on, or it could be just that person who is doing an amazing thing. You know, the thing that strikes me that I want to put out there is it's not always about, you know, the things that you actually see up front, but it's maybe that woman who is doing who crochets and has been crocheting all of her life, and every year she sends blankets off to another state or to a different country or something like that. Believe it or not, there's almost 30,000 people in this county. There is somebody doing something
there
like
are interesting things, definitely.
You know, there is somebody doing something of that sort, you know, so that's what we want, and that would be our main story. Then our featured stories are going to be the high schoolers. I am looking for any high schooler that is excelling in academics and is thriving in an extracurricular activity within the Linden, Queen City, Atlanta high schools, and who are willing to talk to me about your passion and what you take on for your extracurricular, or talk to me about how dedicated you are to your academics. And the medical corner, which we kind of spilled about earlier, we are looking for any physician. It doesn't matter what field of work the physician comes from, but a physician within Cass County that will be willing to give vital and informative information on how we are supposed to stay forever young.
Yes.
You know, so that could range from an orthodontist,
diet and exercise.
Diet and exercise. There you go. Just a general physician. Yeah. Teaching us how to take better care of our bodies. You know, we always get on the tit, the spill in January of, you know, my resolution is to stay, you know, fit and to stay healthy and to eat better. But we want to carry that on throughout, you know, the entire year. Yeah. Don't just stop at January, but continue all the way till December.
It's great motivation.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely. You know, so when you have a physician where you don't have to go into their office, you know, and it doesn't have to be a scheduled appointment, but a physician who will come in and sit down and speak and say, hey, these are the guidelines in which you need to follow, you know, to make sure that you stay forever young. So that's that. And then the final part is going to be, it's called Do It Yourself. It's a fix it up segment. And basically, it's just different ideas, and that comes from, as a child, my grandmother always watched Bob Vila, and at the time I didn't like it, but it was the only thing that was on TV, so I had to watch it. And just the you know, just him doing just different quick fix it up things, you know, taking different things from around the house, you know, that you never thought would work, making it work. So it doesn't have to be you going out and spending a whole bunch of money, but there's simple ideas around the house, or simple different household items that you can use, you know, to fix up your house or fix up an office. And we're also looking for local businesses within the area, contractors, you know, that would be willing to spill on information about that, you know, how to
fix a leaky faucet.
There you go.
You know, I've got one.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, we are looking for what would it be?
Plumber. Come on, plumbers.
We're looking for a plumber that would be able to help with the leaky faucet. So there you go. We're putting it out there.
Well, you know, it's just, my husband says it's just as simple as replacing a washer. In my case, but I don't know how to replace a washer.
Yeah, that's why I looked at you like that, because I have not a clue. The only thing I could say is just buy another one. But that's why.
but you know, as opposed to $150 faucet.
Exactly.
Really, a washer's probably 37 cents. I guess I'm just going to tear it apart and find it out.
Right.
And then if I screw it up, call a plumber.
There you go.
I mean, can't hurt, can it?
Or tune into the cast, and you'll be able to see.
Yes.
Maybe
well, would you like to fix my leaky faucet as an episode?
Well, yeah. You know what? Hey, I think we could work on that. We could actually work on that, and we can go ahead and plug that into one of the segments. Yeah, I'm serious.
I need a plumber to come show us on the DIY end of this thing how to fix the leaky faucet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that way we could be educating not just you, but we can be educating every woman
within
the area, you know, that can be something that we can have underneath our belts.
It cannot be that difficult,
you know, really. We can make lasagna, we can take care of babies, we can do everything, and then we can also fix
leaky faucets. We can do this, y'all. Empowerment.
There you go. There you go. So
it's not just about women, though. You know, I know lots of men who don't know how to do anything. I mean, really. You know, you hate to tell on your own family, but But my son-in-law is a perfect example. He is brilliant. I'm talking about Alex is just beyond smart.
Right.
He's so intelligent.
Right.
And he was raised without a father to teach him things like this.
Exactly.
So when he decided he wanted to rebuild a motor,
oh gosh,
he bought a book and learned to rebuild a motor, y'all. He read the book.
Right.
Rewired his little Mustang. I mean, really.
And there you have it.
Yeah. But you know, if someone were to teach him along the way and say, this is how you do it, sure would have been much easier for him.
Probably so.
Now he can fix anything because he's taught himself. So if he can, I can.
And that goes a long way. You know, when you take that that drive,
the initiative,
and you take the initiative, you know, to want to. It goes a long way, and then you're more appreciative in the long run. Yeah. You know, you're more appreciative because you took the time out.
I learned how to do
and you
it.
actually sat there and you trained yourself to do this. You know, and it speaks a lot about you as a person. You know, that you will go that extra mile just to have that, that quality about yourself, or, that that ability, about yourself. That says a lot.
It does, doesn't it?
That
so
does.
I'm going to learn to fix a leaky faucet.
There we go.
Tune in. I'm going to be on one of the episodes.
She will. She really will.
What else can we do around my house?
Well, we can do a whole bunch of stuff. Just give me a list and
You want on the list? If y'all want on the list now, right, Tressa?
Yes.
Yeah, email her now.
And I'm glad that you brought that point up. This show cannot be a show without viewers. This show cannot be a show without residents of Cass County. I can't, Randy can't, we can't create a show every single week without different ideas, or people calling in and saying, hey, you know what, I know if this group that travels out and does this thing, or they give back to the community in this way, or I know this business that is really thriving, has a great owner, is giving back, and is so vital within this community. I really think that you guys should highlight them this week. So it doesn't, we need everybody on board for this, because this is not, like I said, this is not my show, this is not Randy's show, this is you guys' show. This is the community show. It's the cast, it's the County of Amazing and Surprising Stories. So it's your stories. I can only come up with so much in the imagination, until until you have to venture out and you have to seek out, others who are in tune with or know someone that could, very well be that person that we're looking for. So
do you have some ideas already? Or do you have some businesses lined up that you want to go see?
Well, we have a few that we are thinking about, but we actually just wrapped up last week. We just wrapped up an event. The Chambers of Commerce hosted, the Chambers of Commerce and Red River Federal Credit Union hosted a business after hours social on last week. And basically, and it was a great event. It truly was, and it brought out people within the community, business leaders within the community, business owners within the community who had an interest in commerce and trade, and got an opportunity to mingle, to talk, and to also sit down and listen to a guest speaker speak on identity theft. And the things in which we have to do, to protect our identities. And it was a great event, so we got out there, we got the camera out there, and we interviewed some folks, and we got some great footage. And so we're going to wrap that up as one of the main stories for the cast in the upcoming segment. And it was a great opportunity,
and you get to meet so many people this way.
Absolutely. And that's what it's about, just engaging people, and it's just through little conversations, that you find out people are doing amazing things, or I didn't know you did that, or hey, you know what, hold that thought, I know someone that would really be interested in being a part of this. So
it's going to be so much fun.
I'm excited. I truly am. I came to Randy about just joining the team, just joining the KQC team, and I have a background in journalism. And the thing that struck me about this opportunity here is that it's not the traditional news searching. It's not that traditional news that we're used to in the quote-unquote journalism world.
It's very human interest.
Exactly. It puts a human feel to it, and the fact that I'm doing something that I really, really enjoy. I enjoy speaking to people. I enjoy going out and finding out the who's and the what's, and putting a fun spin to it, and going in and finding out the different things about the fashion around here, and interviewing owners of boutiques, and finding out their oh goodness, their
happens all the time to me.
See, and and that's what happens. That's
live TV for you.
That's live TV. That's television for you. But finding out, their fashion input, and the things that they're bringing to the city as far as in fashion, So it's a range of things. It's truly a range of things, and I'm excited that I could take the knowledge in which I have and apply it to this.
It's going to be wonderful.
It is. It truly is. I'm excited. I really am.
Are you going to do sometimes a cooking segment?
Absolutely.
There's another one.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Absolutely. And I'm just putting it out there, and I haven't spoken to that particular owner yet, but I'm just putting it out there. I told Randy, I said I would love the Luigi's, the Italian restaurant. I love Italian food. I love Italian food. And I said, wouldn't it be a great segment if we can go in their kitchen and learn how to make pizzas?
Yes.